All right, guys, we are going to be reacting to China is 100 years ahead. The US is in shock. This huge construction project proves that. Thank you so much for the support, guys. We kind of simply jump in here and see what is going on. Let's do it.
That seem to appear almost overnight to entire parks created with
Created with what? Come on, man. Created with what?
3D printing.
What?
From airports that float on water to augmented reality reshaping construction itself, China is not waiting for the future. It is building it right now. What you're about to see are massive projects so advanced, they make the rest of the world look like it's a century behind.
Oh.
Mini Sky City. Back in 2015, China stunned the world with a project that defied everything we thought we knew about construction. A skyscraper, not built in years, not even in months, but in just 19 days.
Wow.
They called it Mini Sky City, and it became a living example of how innovation can bend the rules of time. Soaring 670 feet into the sky, this 57-story giant didn't rise through conventional construction. Instead, it was assembled piece by piece using modular design.
Wow.
Entire sections were prefabricated in advance, shipped to the site, and then stacked together like the pieces of a massive Lego set. Once in place, the structure came to life at a pace so fast, it seemed almost unreal. Watching an entire skyscraper emerge in less than 3 weeks feels like witnessing the future unfold before your eyes. But what's even more mind-blowing is what came next. The same company behind Mini Sky City revealed an even bolder plan, a 220-story tower built using the very same method. To put that into perspective, Mini Sky City is only 57 stories tall, meaning their next project would more than quadruple it. It's a reminder that in China, ambition has no limits. And as you'll see in the next project, they're prepared to push those limits even further. Kaila Power Station. High in the mountains of China, where freezing winds cut through the air and temperatures plummet to -30 degrees, stands one of the most extraordinary power plants ever built, the Kaila Power Station. What makes this site remarkable isn't just its brutal environment, but the daring vision behind it. Unlike most power stations, Kaila isn't fully hydro, nor is it fully solar. Instead, it combines the strengths of both. Spread across an astounding 170 million square feet, vast fields of solar panels work in harmony with powerful hydro systems, together generating over 1 gigawatt of clean, renewable energy. This is not only the largest hydro PV plant in the world, but also one of the most ambitious, built in conditions that most would consider impossible. Perched at extreme altitude against the forces of nature, it stands as proof that innovation can conquer even the harshest landscapes.
Wow, man.
And if that wasn't mind-blowing enough, what you'll see next takes things to an entirely new level.
What is next? What is next?
AICT 3D printed park.
No way.
Picture this, an entire public park covering...
No effing way. This is not true. This cannot be true. This cannot be true, y'all.
Nearly 60,000 square feet, built not with traditional tools, but entirely through 3D printing technology. That's exactly what China unveiled with the groundbreaking AICT 3D printed park. Every detail, from the benches to the sculptures, from the flower beds to the retaining walls, was crafted by massive 3D printing machines, using concrete as their medium. The result is a flowing landscape of smooth, wave-like designs that seamlessly blend into one another, an architectural style that feels futuristic, almost otherworldly. Even more astonishing is the speed. Despite its enormous scale, the entire park was completed in just 2.5 months, at a fraction of the cost of traditional construction methods.
This is insane.
It's a bold showcase of how 3D printing isn't just a novelty, it's becoming a cornerstone of modern building in China. And this isn't the only proof. Their next achievement takes 3D printing to an even larger scale. Shanghai 3D printed pedestrian bridge. When you think of 3D printing, you
This
probably
cannot be real. I'm sorry. This cannot be real, yo.
imagine
How
small
in the hell they
objects,
can do
maybe
this? I
furniture
know-
or decorative
I
pieces.
know in Germany and Europe they're doing this in houses, but I didn't know in parks and bridges.
But in Shanghai, engineers used it to build something far more ambitious, an entire pedestrian bridge. Stretching almost 86 feet, it holds the title of the largest 3D printed bridge in the world.
Wow.
Constructed in just 450 hours by 2 robotic arms, the bridge is made of 44 hollow concrete units for the main span and 66 more pieces
Wow.
forming its curved handrails. Its elegant wave-like design doesn't just complement the landscape, it makes the structure look like a piece of art. And just like the 3D printed park, the bridge was faster and far cheaper to build than traditional methods, proving once again that
There we
China
go.
is years ahead in
Way
adopting
ahead.
construction technology that the rest of the world is only beginning to imagine.
Wasting
But
time.
as impressive as that is, what China built next is on a scale that redefines possibility itself. Huayi Shikumen Complex relocation. What do you do when a historic landmark stands directly in the path of new development? Most places would make the difficult choice to demolish it, but in China, the answer was far more ambitious. They decided to move the entire building. The challenge came when city planners wanted to construct a massive underground shopping center, a parking facility, and subway connections beneath the Huayi Shikumen complex. But rather than sacrificing this century-old treasure, engineers turned to technology that seemed almost science fiction. The solution? A fleet of robotic hydraulic jacks. Together, they carefully lifted the 8,270-ton structure off the ground and began shifting it forward, step by step, like a giant mechanical walk. Slowly, the building was relocated, making way for the construction below. Once the underground project was completed, the entire complex was moved back to its original place, unharmed and intact. The result was nothing short of extraordinary.
Wow.
A perfect balance of preserving history while pushing forward with progress. And if you think that's innovative, wait until you see what comes next.
Huangjiang Canyon Bridge is not just another construction project. It's a record-breaking feat of human engineering. Rising more than 2,000 feet above the valley floor, this colossal structure is set to become the highest bridge on Earth, overtaking the previous world record held in the very same province. Building something at this altitude posed a challenge unlike any other. Traditional cranes couldn't even reach the site,
Wow.
let alone handle the massive loads required. So Chinese engineers did what they do best: innovate. Instead of relying on conventional machinery, they designed the largest cable crane system ever built. Suspended high above the canyon, this system was capable of lifting and placing trusses, each one weighing more than 21,000
God.
tons with absolute precision. But that precision didn't come from brute strength alone. To achieve this, engineers turned to cutting-edge technology, integrating the Internet of Things with China's Beidou satellite navigation system. This ensured that every massive component locked into place flawlessly. On top of that, the bridge itself is embedded with a neural network of smart cables, constantly monitoring the main structure in real time. The
Shit,
result?
that thing is
A bridge
scary.
that doesn't just stand as a pathway across a canyon, it stands as proof of what's possible when engineering and technology push beyond their limits. And believe it or not, the next project is just as extraordinary.
Oh my God.
Inflatable construction domes. Construction sites are notorious for two
Yo,
things:
China is something else,
deafening
man.
noise and choking dust. But in China, engineers came up with a surprisingly simple yet brilliant solution: inflatable domes. Instead of battling pollution with half measures, entire construction sites are sealed under massive air-filled structures.
Oh, look at that.
These domes act as barriers, trapping dust, dirt, and harmful particles while also muffling the roar of heavy machinery. Inside, advanced filtration systems clean the air before it ever leaves the dome. Fosun Foundation Cultural Center. At first glance, the Fosun Foundation Cultural Center in Shanghai looks like a striking modern theater. But stare a little longer and you'll realize it holds a mesmerizing secret. The building itself moves. Its facade is made of giant kinetic curtains, 3 enormous bronze tubes that slowly rotate around the exterior. The movement is so subtle that you might not notice it at first, but over time, the patterns shift, creating endless waves that make the building look different every single time you see it. In time-lapse, the effect is hypnotic, like a living sculpture that dances with light and shadow throughout the day. But this design isn't only about beauty. The moving facade also transforms the building's functionality. Depending on the event, the panels can be positioned to reveal or conceal parts of the stage, open views of the river to the east, or frame the skyline to the west. It's a rare marriage of art and engineering, a cultural landmark that feels alive, constantly reinventing itself before your eyes.
Anji Culture and Art Center. Some buildings look like they came straight out of science fiction. The Anji Culture and Art Center is one of them. Its most striking feature is the roof, designed to mimic the delicate shape of bamboo leaves, an elegant fusion of nature and modern design. Built with sweeping white metal panels, the roof is engineered to appear as though it's floating in the air. But this isn't just about
I don't know what to say about this, y'all. It's just this is something that never was supposed to.
Aesthetics. The structure will also feature a sustainable rainwater recycling system that passively cools the building, blending beauty with practicality. Spanning a staggering 1.29 million square feet, the center is a monument to creativity, culture, and cutting-edge engineering, and it's expected to be completed this very year. Yet this isn't the only project redefining China's skyline. Phoenix Towers. In Wuhan, plans are underway for one of the most ambitious skyscraper projects ever imagined, the Phoenix Towers. Rising to a breathtaking 3,300 feet, the taller of the two towers would become the second tallest structure on Earth. But height is only part of the story. The towers are designed not only as architectural marvels, but as massive energy generators. Their exteriors will be clad in solar panels, while inside, systems for wind, thermal, hydrogen fuel cells, and biomass boilers will provide clean energy. Even more incredible, one of the towers will feature the world's highest sky garden, crowning the structure with a touch of nature above the clouds.
Wow!
Built on an artificial island in a lake, the Phoenix Towers are a vision of futuristic architecture that blends sustainability with sheer ambition. A design so bold, even Dubai will have to take notice.
Yo, this is
Sponge
crazy.
City landscaping. China isn't just building taller, it's also building smarter. Enter Sponge City landscaping, a revolutionary urban planning concept that turns entire cities into living ecosystems. Instead of lifeless concrete jungles, sponge cities integrate rain gardens, wetlands, green roofs, urban forests, and sunken parks into the very fabric of city design. These green spaces soak up rainwater like a sponge, reducing flood risks, refilling aquifers, and creating biodiverse habitats in the heart of urban life. The Kunming Stormwater Park, the Lingang Sponge City Zone in Shanghai, and the Zhuhai Hanqin Free Trade Zone all showcase how this concept works in practice. Even the sidewalks are porous, allowing water to seep through naturally. The result? Cities that not only resist floods, but thrive with cleaner air, healthier ecosystems, and vibrant green spaces. China isn't just building taller, it's also building smarter. Enter Sponge City landscaping, a revolutionary urban...
We did this one already. Let's see.
Instead of building on land, engineers decided to create an entire island just for the Dalian Jinzhuan Airport.
Construction began in 2011, and once completed, it will stand as the largest offshore airport in the world.
Yeah, this is
Building
not
a
true,
project of this scale on open water
It has to be
required
fake.
groundbreaking engineering techniques, essentially creating new land from the sea itself. When it opens in 2026, it won't just be another transportation hub. It will be a testament to how far China is willing to go
Wow.
to push the boundaries of infrastructure. Yangkou 3D printed dam. And finally, the project that may redefine how megastructures are built, the Yangkou 3D printed dam.
What in the
Planned for
hell?
the Tibetan Plateau, this dam will stand 590 feet tall. But here's the incredible part. It will be constructed entirely through 3D printing.
No way.
Gigantic
No way.
robotic printers will layer concrete piece by piece, just like the printer sitting on your desk, only on a scale the world has never seen.
Wow.
But it gets even more futuristic. Every machine involved, trucks, bulldozers, cranes, will be AI operated, working autonomously without human drivers. That means no delays, no accidents, and perfect coordination from start to finish. The entire dam is expected to be completed in under 2 years, a fraction of the time it would take using conventional methods. If successful, this won't just be one of the most innovative builds in history, it will be a proof of concept for the future of construction, showing that even massive dams and megastructures can be built faster, smarter, and more efficiently through AI and 3D printing.
My goodness, this is insane. No way China is in this level. No way China is in this level. This is insanity. This is insanity, man. So basically, right now they're in a position that the AI is very ahead of the game. Golly, you guys have to let me know if this real or if this is just a simple AI video. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.